Everyone, this is Cooking with Matthew. Today we're going to be doing a broccoli chicken rice casserole cheese. I've already got my chicken boiled and cooked over here. I got some chicken broth from it. I got 2 cups of onions here. I got me some oil getting hot. We're going to go ahead and go over here with the onions. Get me a trusty little wooden spoon. My water in my sink's not working over here. It's working everywhere in the house but the kitchen sink. I don't know what's going on, and the dishwasher. But it's been fun trying to figure that out. So I got a little heater under here. Hopefully I can get it unthawed if that's what's going on with it. I should have a pin. Yeah, there we go. So we got 2 cups onion, 4 cups chicken. Alright, so I got this going. I'm going to go ahead and add just about 2 tablespoons of fresh garlic. I hadn't exactly I eyeballed that. That's about 2 tablespoons of garlic though. Show what we got going on over here. I'm just getting this stuff sauteed up real good. We're going to make us a sauce for this, so to speak. I got my broccoli here. I got these little florets. This is a 2-pound bag. I'm not going to use all of that. I do have some scales here though, so I can weigh it. See, or I can just chop it up, and we'll go by volume. I'm going to chop this stuff up. I'm going to cut. Now let's see, I'm going to go ahead and measure out some chicken stock. I got some chicken broth that I have from the chicken itself. Go ahead and add me a little bit of that. We'll have us 8 cups of that. Alright, so now I'm going to go in here with the broccoli. We're going to cut this broccoli up into smaller little pieces, stems and all. So this is a nice little easy dish to do. Most people use just the chicken, the cream of chicken. Well, we're doing all that right here. I got some heavy cream we're going to add to all this. So here we go. Chop up some broccoli. Already got my rice cooked, so I got the oven already cranked up. I'm cooking me a nice little thing of this. I'm taking some out to my mom and dad to eat for dinner tonight. So what we got here? It's going to be 4 cups of broccoli. I'm going to let that cook for a minute. 4 cups of broccoli we have. We can get all this little small stuff in there. I'm gonna cook it in there with the chicken broth. That chicken broth was sort of bland, like I said, so if you just bought some chicken broth, that would be fine. And I'm going to go ahead and add me a one little pint of heavy cream. I can get it open. I'll open it that way. That little lid wouldn't want to come off. We had ordered me, put me one little pint of heavy cream in there. Oh yeah, my water don't work over here. Usually I have to swoosh all that out. I got this cooking. I'm gonna crank that back up on high. Man, I wish this water would start working. If anybody knows what else it could be, because I don't think it can be frozen if all my other stuff's working. It just doesn't make sense to me. All right, so I got my chicken here. That's 4 cups broccoli, 2 tablespoons garlic. So then I'm going to, I got my rice. This is 1 pound of rice I have cooked over here. I've already got it cooked, so we're going to go ahead and add this to the what I'm doing here. It's going to make a nice little chunk, so you can cut this recipe in half. Get all that little stuff out of there. We'll go back in it with this little concoction here. I'm going to see what that's tasting like now. So I know I'm going to have to add some salt and some pepper to this. Yeah. It needs some salt, pepper. Got some more salt up here. I'm trying to figure out where I put that little white pepper. I had some white pepper. Probably going to use the rest of it. I use black pepper. I like using white pepper when I'm doing like a white, something white, like if I'm doing potato salad that's got mayonnaise in it or something cream based. So I like using white pepper, but I may have misplaced it earlier. So I may end up having to use the black pepper or some cayenne. I can use a little cayenne pepper, but I'm taking that dad's, right there's a white pepper. So my measuring spoons out, if I can find them now. I had them earlier. Gotta get a little better organized. We'll be back. Alright, so I'm back. I found it. I found it right after cut the camera off. So I got my measuring spoons here. I've got the coarse sea salt I'm using. So it would be less iodized salt probably if you're gonna use an iodized. I'm gonna do 1, 2 tablespoons of the salt. I'm going to do, I'm going to get too hot. 1, 2 tablespoons of the white pepper. I may end up putting the rest of it in there. I'm gonna see what it's tasting like. Get that mixed in there real good. I'm gonna see what we're tasting like. Just had these are clean over here. This thing, I washed them before the thing broke on me. It was working. Everything was working last night. There we go. So where is my pen? That's going to be 2 tablespoons coarse salt, 2 teaspoons white pepper. Alright, so now I'm going to, I can't rinse this thing out. I got broccoli in it though, so it don't really matter. I'm going to, where is my cornstarch? Right here, cornstarch. I'm going to measure this out. I'm going to use chicken stock for the water. I normally wouldn't do this, but we're going to do this. So see how much cornstarch I'm going to put in here. I'm going to measure this out just so y'all have a better idea. I'm going to try a cup. Let's see. That's a third. I'm going to do 2/3 a cup. 2/3 a cup of cornstarch with a little water, but I'm using, like I said, I'm using chicken stock. I usually would use water, but since my water's not working, it's going to work too. I'm going to add that in there. Trying to get this thickened up. Show you what we got going on over here. This is what essentially we have working right here. It's going to be a little cream of chicken with your broccoli stuff already mixed up in there. Go ahead and crank it up a little higher, trying to get this stuff good and thick. Alright, so get this thing cranked up a little higher. I end up having to add a little more cornstarch to this. A whole cup, it may end up taking a whole cup. You want this pretty thick, but I'm going to add some cheese to it too, so the cheese should help thicken it up, and I'm going to bake it for a little while. I think I'm going to add a few more things of broccoli. I think I'm going to add another. Maybe not. It's going to be fine. me find my shell. What we're looking at, it's a little thinner than what that chicken, but when you heat it up, anyways. That's where we're at. Pretty good. When I add the cheese in, it's going to thicken up just fine. I've got this going on right here. I may not need all this. So I just sort of eyeball this stuff when I'm making it. Let's see. Show you what we got going on over here, guys. Mixing all this stuff together. We'll try to get a little wetter. I'm gonna dump it all in there. It's gonna be fun washing these dishes without a dishwasher now. So I got this going on here. I got a video going. So I got 1 pound of cheese here. We're going to end up adding into this. I'm going to show you what we got going on over here. So it ends up thickening up once you add that cheese in here. This made quite a bit. Well, if y'all try and do something for the church or something, this would be a perfect little recipe. Take to a church gathering or something. I'm going to end up dispersing this out amongst some people. So I'm going to end up putting this stuff. First I'm going to try it. We're going to see what we're tasting like. Oh yeah, that's good. So now I'm going to end up dumping this stuff back into this pot or this baking pan that I already had. And I'm going to go in the oven, 350, uncovered. So y'all can have that recipe. It's going to make that. Pretty much made 2 of them. So I'm going to. We'll be back. Everyone, we're back, and I've got. I got it ready now. Let's end up making one of these and a smaller casserole dish. So it's enough to take to a church. You can cut this recipe in half. That's what we're looking like. This thing really does taste good. I'm gonna scoop me out a small little bowl and probably head over to Mom and Dad's house and I'm gonna try it out. I'm taking them the one of these dishes. See who else wants some. We're gonna try it out now. See what we're at. It tasted fine before I put it in the oven. This done came together. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff right there. So we got 2 cups of onions, 2 cups of onions, 4 cups of cooked chicken, 4 cups of broccoli chopped up pretty small, 2 tablespoons of garlic, 1 pound of rice cooked. I already put that on there. 1 pound of rice cooked. 2 tablespoons of coarse sea salt, 2 tablespoons of coarse sea salt, 2 teaspoons of white pepper, 1 pint of heavy cream, 8 cups of chicken broth, 1 pound of shredded cheese. And you've seen how I did it. And I ended up using 2/3 a cup of cornstarch mixed with I use cold chicken stock. You just try to make it into a paste and pour it in there. You got to pour that cornstarch syrup is what I call it. You pour that in while it's boiling, and you got to stir it real quick, and that thickens it up. And if that's not enough, you can add more. But 2/3 a cup made it look like this. See if you can read it. Stuff's all over the place. I've got to get my whiteboard back. And start doing this a little bit better. But right now I'm trying to get this camera to work right, and this kitchen sink and dishwasher to work right. I'm having to go get water out of the bathroom to work. I don't know what's going on, but anyways, this a good little winter recipe. And it tastes so much better than using the cream of chicken, and or either using whatever, the frozen broccoli and all that stuff. Is better with the fresh broccoli, the fresh onions, the fresh garlic. All of the way I just showed you, it came out really good. Like I said, you can cut the recipe in half. Is about what I would do, unless you're making, you got a big family or something, or you're taking it to church, but this came out very well. I'm happy with it, and I believe you will be too. So if you like what you've seen, like, share, and subscribe, and y'all have a blessed day.